As you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing Draw My Life. I've seen several YouTubers' versions of this, so I thought, since PJ tagged everyone in his video, I'd do one myself. Yeah, I can tell you're excited. Apologies in advance for the truly awful drawings. Anyway, here goes. I was born on the 26th of October in a hospital which no longer exists, as I think it's now been turned into flats or something, and apparently it was one of those days which was cold but strangely pleasant. Fast forward a few years, or in this case turn the page, and you will find me at nursery, where I met my good friend Kiera. Or she met me. I can't really remember our first introduction. One of the earliest memories I have is actually being at nursery and taking part in an Easter egg hunt when I was about 3½, where, after a frantic dash to the furthest area away from the other fighting kids, I found jelly beans, but was told I wasn't allowed to have them as they're meant for someone else. I was more than a little upset by this, but it's in the past, and it's not like I hold a food grudge or anything. Moving on to primary school, where every playtime in the summer everyone would go out to this one particular tree in the shade, which I can only refer to as the tree which had been buffed by 1,000 butts. The branch where people used to sit had this patch on it which looked like a piece of wooden furniture, smooth and shiny. Primary school was also where I discovered my love of acting. I was Mrs. Danvers in the Rocky Monster Show, and I remember my hair being dyed black, and one of my friends being dyed orange. That's Essex for you. I then went to high school, which was an all-girls private school, by boys, and I was really intimidated. Year 7 was also the start of a 7-year saga of braces, where, on my first visit, the orthodontist was taller than me, and on my last, I was considerably taller than him. And now, onto the wonderful teen years. On my 13th birthday, I went on a trip to the cinema with my family. I think to see Mamma Mia? I can't really remember. Ugh, well done, Lucy. Stupid left-hand smudging stuff. Anyway, I managed to win myself a Nintendo DS Lite from a game machine in the cinema. I was of course pleased that it was a pale pink and not a bright luminous colour, as I was a bit shy and not one for flamboyancy. If I'm honest, I'm not sure who was more surprised about me winning it, me or the employees. And with this Nintendo followed my reintroduction and sadly re-addiction to video games. And by re-addiction, I mean re-addiction. I had to complete every level perfectly before I allowed myself to move on to the next one, even if I could move on already. Hey there, Mario. As well as playing various games on a number of different consoles, I studied for and then did my 10 GCSEs and played Malvolio in the school production of Twelfth Night, where I got to wear some rather fabulous mustard yellow tights, as nowhere appeared to sell bright yellow stockings, but they were, of course, cross-gartered. I then moved to a different school for sixth form. What am I even drawing? Oh, yeah, right, okay, it's a car, I think. Anyway, it might be a bus. Anyway, where I moved on to a different school where I decided to take biology, English lit, psychology, general studies and physics. I know, it was a difficult choice to make. I should probably mention that Kiera goes to my sixth form as well. I can't seem to get rid of her, or she can't seem to get rid of me, which is probably the more likely of the two options. I was also introduced to YouTube by Kiera, and that summer we went to Summer in the City. Myself, Kiera and Pippa had an amazing time meeting so many creative people, though the large crowds were more than a little intimidating. After going to Summer in the City, I decided to actually start making videos and finish setting up my YouTube channel, The Art of Eating Lunch. I'm currently in my final year of sixth form and I've only got a few months left. I've applied to study marine biology and, having got offers from all my unis, I've got my work cut out to achieve my grades. Hey look, there's me scuba diving. I'm not really sure why it's a French crab. Maybe I'm going swimming in France at some point? I don't know. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I am looking forward to it, even though it does seem rather daunting. And that's my life so far. If any of you guys want to draw your life, feel free to, and I'll check yours out, or leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Allons-y!